Colorado.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning and welcome to TV8's Good Morning Vail. Thank you for tuning in this morning. This is a live shot up from Colorado Mountain College in Leadville. Things are definitely cloud covered this morning as we are seeing that little inversion, making those temperatures feel a little bit warmer, but we definitely saw quite a bit of snow last night. I know I am over the moon about it. I'm one of your hosts, Maddie Evans, alongside Kevin Shields. Good morning, Kevin.
Well, good morning, Maddie. You sure couldn't see the mountains, but you saw the snow on the rooftops, which means there's even more up in those mountaintops.
There's so much more up in those mountaintops. When I got out of the car when I got out of my house this morning to get to my car, I stepped onto the stairs to go down, and it was like this much snow because it was going into my shoes, and I was like, I'm sad because my shoes are soaking wet, but I'm so happy because there's snow.
What did you do? It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. That'll wake you up.
Yeah, it was good. Nothing like some cold, soggy feet first thing in the morning.
How was Bee going out this morning with the snow?
She loves it.
Yeah.
She loves it. It makes her so happy. She snorkels in it, so she puts her head down as low as she can, opens her mouth, and just runs. Or she just keeps her mouth closed and lets it go up and over her face. It's so cute. I'll have to get a video so we can share it on TV.
Well, yes.
Yeah, maybe for Monday I'll get one tonight or today, and then we'll share it on Monday. And just the wild child of Beatrice in the snow is amazing.
Well, happy Friday, too.
Happy Friday. What's today's national day?
It's Boss's Day and National White Cane Safety Day.
So, National Bosses Day, what are we going to do?
I don't know. We've got to do something for Danielle.
I know. Well, we're going to make her breakfast.
We'll make her some breakfast.
That's a good start.
We'll do some French toast. I'll let you make French toast.
I wouldn't trust me to do that, but here I am. I'll try. Not a great cook in the kitchen.
You're learning, and you're learning.
You know what the best part about me learning is? I'm not learning like anyone else does. I'm learning on live television where just the possibilities of mistakes are endless.
Yeah, I heard a story yesterday that we're going to have to talk about later. So
The exploding pomegranate?
No, I haven't heard that one yet. So
Oh man, what story did you hear yesterday?
there was a balancing of knives taking place.
No.
No, of course not.
We were doing just fine with the knives. They got taken away from me very quickly yesterday morning. I was like, well, I tried.
So on my side of the range up there, the knives are on my side.
Yeah.
You have dull instruments on
I
yours.
get to crack eggs.
You can crack an egg.
Mix it up with a fork.
Yeah.
That's my go-to, I guess, in this morning's cooking with Kevin in the kitchen. I love it.
Yeah. And we've got another candidate for the Eagle County School District coming on today.
Yep.
So we'll get to hear more about that. It is that season, so we're going to hear from the candidates, see what they have to say, so that when you go to vote, you know all the facts and you know what platforms they're running on, and make some good decisions.
I mean, it's the time where you need to make sure you are registered to vote. You can go online and do it within a matter of 5 minutes. If you were registered to vote for the big election that just took place, I went on to see where I was registered to vote, and I was registered in Jefferson County in Denver. It took me literally all of 5 minutes to get it switched over to Vail.
Well, there you go. You're official.
I'm official. Now I just need to really do some studying and make some right choices.
That's
hopefully.
right. And with the candidates coming on, we get to hear a little bit about what's happening there. So they educate us and enrich us on those new bills and laws and things that are trying to come through, because who wants to sit and read through all that?
Not me. But right now you can also use social media as a great platform to kind of follow the candidates and see where they're doing their meet and greets. I've gone through and followed all of the candidates' social media that I can find. And coming up, I think on Monday, they have a meet and greet at Vendetta's restaurant in Vail. And so that's really cool because you can go and you can meet all of the candidates and you can get some more information on 2A, which is the big thing this year that everyone is really trying to get voted in. There are a couple of candidates opposing it right now, which I am very interested in why. And so I think these meet and greet events are so cool.
They are cool. And I know Claire, when she was going on about some other things too. So it's good to get different people's perspectives on what these things are so that you know, again, more educated when you go to the polls.
100%. And especially with the school board too. The schooling system here is something that I have personally always loved. I went to Minturn Middle School when that still existed, and Minturn Middle School was this incredible school. It was an expeditionary learning school, which means that not only did we get to learn everything that everyone else was doing in school, but we also got to get hands-on with it. So we were learning about the Civil War, but then we went down to Denver and we reenacted the Civil War, like an entire battle one day, and then that's how we wrote our articles and our essays and all of our things that we were doing, because we like made a fake newspaper and did it in the times of the Civil War. It was so cool. Yeah.
I'd like to see some video of that.
Luckily, I just don't think that exists, and I'm very grateful because we were shooting muskets that had flour in them, so if you got shot, it was just like an eruption of flour to your clothing. It was interesting, but it was really fun. That's a memory that will stick with me.
Paintball, but
flour.
dosed way down.
Yeah.
Fun.
I know. That's a memory that's going to stick with me for life. The other really cool thing that we got to do out here when I was in middle school was we got to learn to ski. And I love that about our community. Getting people up onto the slopes is something that we take pride in. We are 29 days from Vail Mountain opening right now, and A-Basin just announced that they're going to open on Sunday.
That's crazy.
We are here.
Yeah. I drove by there the other day, and they were blowing a lot of snow. So was Copper.
Yep. Copper's going to be here right around the corner before we know it open. Keystone had the possibility of opening today. They just formally announced that they are going to take their estimated opening day to the 25th.
That's just a couple weeks away, though.
I know, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there on Keystone's opening day, crying tears of joy. Speaking crying tears of joy, I'm attending a wedding, a local wedding tonight, and we want to give the special bride and groom a congratulations shout out. So Eric and Elle, congratulations. You know them.
Yes, congratulations, Eric and Elle.
Yep, I'll be there. It's going to be nice and brisk. But it's going to be a beautiful wedding. Now, I think we should take a short break. And when we come back, we should take a look at that local weather forecast. What do you think?
I think that's a good plan.
All right, we'll be right back after the short break.
Good morning, Vail.
Located in sunny San Diego, just steps from one of the most prestigious beaches in California. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. Located just a half a block to La Jolla Shores Beach, this property has amazing outdoor space, which includes a large deck off the living room and decks off each bedroom. The jacuzzi on the back patio is perfect for relaxing in after a long day at the beach. I'm here with Andres, the owner of Dinner with a Chef. Tell us a bit about the services that you offer.
We offer personal chef experiences for any occasion where you're able to enjoy your guest while leaving the rest to us.
For more information, visit opulentvacations.com. The open, contemporary design, complete with marble flooring and modern appliances, make this the ultimate luxury beach accommodation. Opulent Vacations signature concierge service is included with every reservation. I'm heading down to the beach to soak up some sun. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
TVA and Good Morning Vail are so happy to announce that we're going to be sticking with you year-round. That means every Monday through Friday you can catch us live 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. We've got so many great things happening on the shows right now between cooking, watching wins, interviewing so many great local businesses here in our community, and so much more. As always, we're giving you a look at that local weather forecast too. Make sure you tune in Monday through Friday. We've got exciting news coming.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
Of Vail Pass first thing this morning. So if you are getting on that I-70 corridor headed either west or eastbound, just make sure that you are being nice and safe. Slow down. Give yourself a little bit of extra travel time. I know this morning when I left my house in Vail, I needed to do that as I was coming around Dow Junction. It was pretty scary. So just make sure that you are slowing down and giving yourself, like I said, that safe window of travel time. For today, though, we will see those temperatures warm up quite a bit. 22 degrees first thing this morning, a high of 39, a 5% chance of snow throughout the course of today. The fact that this word is even on our weather maps right now is making me so happy. As we take a look ahead into this evening, those temperatures will cool down quite a bit. 24 degrees is the low, so this is when all of those ski resorts can really start blowing their snow. It has to be at least 32 degrees for them to start blowing, and hope that snow sticks around. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver, nice and warm, 56 degrees. Beautiful sunshine, 39 in Vail, a little bit of cloud coverage, 42 in Avon, and then 47 in Eagle, and it looks like Eagle is expecting that beautiful sunshine as well. We might see just a little bit of cloud coverage here in Avon and Vail. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting a break in that precipitation. This weekend, that sun is going to be out. Those temperatures are going to get a little bit warmer than we are seeing right now, but by next week, maybe on Tuesday, we'll see a little bit more moisture head our way. Those evening lows, though, staying almost low enough for them to continue to blow snow every single night. I cannot wait 29 days until Vail Mountain opens. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got Kevin in the kitchen.
Good morning, Vail.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale. And in many of the houses, we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
It's my favorite time of the morning. Kevin is going to be cooking us all breakfast and trying to explain how to cook to me. Kevin, let's do this.
All right, first of all, what we're going to do is, who does not like butter? Everybody loves butter. So the first thing we're going to do before we get into the breakfast part of it is we're going to talk about making some flavored butter. One of my favorites is butter called casino butter. And the way you make that, we've got a little bit of white wine. We've got some, you can use parsley. I like cilantro, jalapeno, garlic, some scallions, some green onions, and then we're going to slice up some peppers. And what you do with that is we're getting our butter melted down right now so it softens up a bit. And then we've got our mini food processor, which is right here. And so we're going to pour the ingredients in there. And you don't want to blend it all the way up. You still want a little bit of texture to it. But we're going to put it in there and get that going. So, Maddie, you've got your little area set up over there.
Yep.
If you want to, give this a squeeze, and we'll get some of our lemon juice in there.
Oh, man. Oh, remember that time we made lemonade on TV using the tongs? This reminds me a lot of that.
We're not going to make ever lemonade anymore with tongs.
I know. Well, we wrecked the tongs after that segment. They got a little bit bent.
All right. If you want to put these ingredients in.
Can I minus the cilantro?
Yes, if you want to minus the cilantro. Yes. Again, you can modify the recipes to your own taste. Maddie doesn't like cilantro. And what you do with the flavored butter is kind of up to you. Some people, if they grill a steak, they'll put some butter over the top of it, like you get at a Delmonico's or a high-end steakhouse. They do that a lot. Or like what we're going to do here in a minute, we're going to make some honey butter. And with the honey butter, you can use that in a variety of ways too, which we're going to show you how to do some French toast and utilize the honey butter on that. Instead of dousing it with a ton of syrup, we'll just use the honey butter and give it some flavor.
Yum.
So, all right. Here are our little peppers. And our butter is getting softened.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right. So if you want to put that in there, and we'll get our butter ready. Here, we're going to put this in there first.
All right, I'm going to move this so we can get a better shot of it. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
All right, and then so for the honey butter, same kind of process with the butter?
Similar process. We're not going to use our food processor. We're going to go a little bit different route.
Here we go.
There you go.
Things are happening.
All right, how's it looking?
I'm going to mix it up just a little bit more. There we go.
There we go.
That's a great noise.
That actually looks pretty good.
All right, cool.
All right. So,
See,
to get it out.
There's a couple chunks in there
Couple
still.
chunks in there, but that's not a bad thing. It's usually pretty good. Now, there's a number of different ways that you can treat this when it's done. Remember when we were talking about stock one morning, we were using ice cube trays and putting it in that, which is something you could definitely do with this casino butter that we just made. Or I made some last night as well. And what I did is I took an old, like a butter top that you have on your counter, and I put the butter wrapper back in and just kind of poured it in on that so that when you're ready to do it, you can just roll it out and cut off your pieces and do it that way. Or you can use a Ziploc bag. You can put it in a Ziploc bag. But one thing we're going to do today with ours is there's some pine nuts right over there from that we had toasted up before. So you can get a container. You can nut it up a little bit. So we'll put some, we got our pine nuts there.
This would be really good on like a nice, fresh toasted bagel.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Looks like I'm going to buy bagels after the show today for everyone for breakfast.
Yeah, if you're a fan of like a flavored cream cheese, like that garden herb cream cheese or one of the famous smears that they have at a Einstein's or something like that, this would fit right into that. And again, if you wanted to add a cheese component to this, you definitely could. But as you let this sit down...
Cheese and butter, there's no better combo in this world.
It's just not a better combo. And then when you're finished, you can just set it in the refrigerator, let it set up, and it'll look similar to how this is. It'll have the same consistency. Or you can set it out before you get ready to use it, and it's softened up. But either way, at this point, when we put it in the refrigerator, if you flip it over, you've got your pine nuts in the top of it. And it's a nice presentation if you're doing a meat and cheese board or something. You've got some toast. If you've got a baguette that you're going to slice and put this on, stick it in the oven for a minute.
That would be
tremendous.
Good too.
So that is a great way. Good flavorful butter. Of course, you can go out and you can buy it, but if you've got the ingredients and you got everything at home, why go through the process?
Yeah, why not?
Make your, and again, you can customize it to your taste.
I love that.
So you love that.
We live for that. We live for Kevin's cooking in the kitchen because it does amazing things for just my cooking knowledge, really.
Amazing things. So with our honey butter, what do you think's in it?
I'm going to just take a wild guess here.
Okay, we'll see.
Solid ingredients, honey and butter.
Wow.
Genius.
Amazing, amazing, Maddie. So you get a good quality honey. And then you soften your butter down, which is what we just did.
Something that I love about you, Kevin, is that you have your own honeybees.
I do have my own honeybees. I've got 2 hives of honeybees. They're probably getting ready to slow down a little bit for the winter, but they're out in Eagle. It's a little warmer out there, so
it is a little bit warmer out
check
there.
on them, bundle them up for the winter, and let them hibernate. So we'll have to do some B-roll of that sometime.
Yeah, it's scary. I've done it with you before, and it's scary.
So our ingredients, honey butter, obviously, and you put it in, and you just mix it up, and it's that consistency. It's still a really nice consistency. Now, you can put it in the refrigerator. You can do the same thing. You can lay it out, roll it up in a Ziploc bag so you've got a log, and you can cut and put it on things. But exactly the same kind of process that we did there. Didn't need the food processor. It's a lot more simple. So that's our consistency. Here, why don't you try some of it? Try some of this. Try this one first, though.
Am I just going to straight up eat butter right now?
Just a little bit. It's not like...
Paula Dean would be so proud of me.
She would be.
That's good.
It is. It's got a really, really good flavor to it. Now try the honey butter.
Okay. I love just trying butter in the morning.
Yeah.
That's good, but your honey is so good.
Yeah. So, yeah, fresh honey is the best. But so we talk about making it to your taste, even with the honey butter, if you want to add some cinnamon, if you want to slice up some almonds and put some almonds in it, again, a little more texture, a little different flavor. But it's so cool because you can play around with it and put all the things you like in it, and it's very unique and offers a whole different dynamic to the meal that you're serving.
Which we love that. We love the different dynamics to the meals that you're serving. All right, Kevin, I think we need to take a break and then come back and make some French toast.
We will do some French toast.
Good morning, Vail.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Beautiful sandy beaches and lush tropical gardens make San Diego the perfect destination for your next luxury getaway. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. This home has amazing charm and style. You'll feel refreshed in this La Jolla Shores beauty. I'm here with Lauren, the owner of Pop-Up Picnic Co. Tell us about the services you offer.
We're a luxury picnic service. Our claim to fame is one-stop picnic experience that we bring throughout San Diego.
Book Pop-Up Picnic Co. through our concierge services page on opulentvacations.com. The open concept living and dining room easily flow to a comfortable and inviting deck. The enclosed and spacious yard provide plenty of room for outdoor entertainment, with easy access to some of the best shopping and dining San Diego has to offer. Whether it's relaxing on the property or enjoying fun activities at the beach, the Shores Retreat La Jolla has something for everyone. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale. And in many of the houses, we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Kevin in the Kitchen. My lovely assistant Maddie is running out to get a spatula to work with. So we made some casino butter early, and then we did our honey butter. And now what we're going to do is do a little bit of a French toast flair, but we're going to do it a little bit differently.
Okay.
So Maddie, why don't you get our base mitt ready for our French toast to dip it in before we put it on. And I'll get this thing warmed up.
Love cracking eggs.
So what we're going to do with our French toast is, it's the end of grill season. We're really not out grilling anymore. So if you've got things left over, like old hamburger buns, for example, not old, but that you're not going to use, you can trim the ends of the hamburger buns off and make like little round pieces of bread for your French toast. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So as Maddie gets everything ready, I'll get the bread out.
I really hate the texture of things on my hands. And I just made a really gross face on camera because I had egg on my hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now you got egg on your face.
Yay. Is that good?
Yep.
Do you want more?
Nope.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Now I'll just get a little bit of sugar in this combination of mine.
Sugar.
When I said a little, I mean a lot of sugar.
And then get our cinnamon in there.
Okay. This makes me think of my mom.
Why is that, Maddie?
Because she makes the best French toast.
Oh.
Yeah. Why is that?
I was just wondering why cinnamon reminds you of your mama.
Wow, look how fancy this is. This is so much better than me doing it with a fork.
Yeah. Now, one thing you can do too is when you come up with this, like if you're mixing something, you kind of raise it up and it'll fling things off, and then you don't have as much hanging off when you put it down.
A splatter. Wow, look at all these great tips that I'm learning in the kitchen.
All right, so you're ready to go. How's the cinnamon content in there?
It looks good, smells good.
Smells good, looks good. That's what counts. All right, so go ahead and start by dipping one of your pieces in there.
Are you making me do this part because you know I don't like textures on my hands?
I know it.
You're so mean to me. Okay.
Dip. Dip. And then pan.
Maybe it needs more cinnamon and sugar. What do you say?
Yeah, I think we're all right.
Oh, man.
It's going to be okay.
The texture thing in my world, Kevin, it's just not something I've ever been good at. Well, it's like when I make my Oreo truffles, because you know how I like to bake.
I know how you love to bake.
When I make those Oreo truffles, I have to put my hands right in it, and I'm always like, oh, no. I should make those sometime.
That would be a good one
to
make on air.
I'm just going to keep squeezing these in here.
Okay.
Because once I wash my hand, I'm not putting it back in this. All right, now you just wait for the perfect texture, consistency, flip them.
Yep. I want to see them just start to get a little brown. There's a spot for you.
All right.
And then you can always top it with a little more cinnamon
and sugar.
So if you do a little cinnamon sugar mix like we do the salt and pepper, you can kind of sprinkle it on top.
I think we should do that. I think we should make a little cinnamon sugar mix and then sprinkle it on top with the honey butter.
We can do that.
It'll be so yummy. Oh man, and here we are making French toast in the morning.
There you go.
Thank
Go ahead
you.
and put a little cinnamon and a little sugar in there. You need a towel?
Yeah, I do.
There you go.
Thank you. Wow, you're so professional. I love it. Your cooking skills are through the roof. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? Just drop
This
things?
smells good, though. I think you've done a nice job on the...
Thank you. The ratio.
The ratio.
Have you ever been to Westside in Westvale?
Yes, I have.
They make Captain Crunch French toast.
Mm. All right, give it a little pinch.
I feel like this is the appropriate mixing technique here.
That is. Just the swirl.
Just the swirl.
Matty swirl.
It's like when you buy an iced coffee and you got to swirl it around a lot.
Why is that?
So you can mix it up.
Oh.
Silly goose.
Now this could be the point too where we add a little bit of our honey butter.
Let that just marinate in there.
Get it on there while it's nice and hot.
Yum.
Look at that.
These are looking good. They're smelling good. I feel like we need to go through the rest of this stack now,
Okay,
too.
let's get them ready.
All right.
'Cause these are done.
I'm not putting my hand in here until I absolutely have to, Kev, so. Yum. Cooking in the Kevin, cooking in the kitchen, cooking in the Kevin with
Cooking in the
kitchen.
Kevin with the kitchen.
Cooking in the kitchen with Kevin has become one of my new favorite segments here on Good Morning Vail. We always get good food.
We do.
I learned so much.
And remember, these are hamburger buns that we're using.
We're recycling.
We are. Just maximizing our efficiencies.
From the summertime recycling. Oh, we might be out of this egg combo.
We'll see. You're going to be stretching it close.
That texture on my hand is
Right there.
not great. We got it. We got it. All right. That
Okay.
last piece of bread is going to be sad and lonely. and not recycled.
It's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Breakfast for the whole crew.
That's right. If you want to give these some sprinkles of your
Oh yeah, my
fairy
combination.
dust.
I love that. Everything can be fairy dust if you just believe in yourself. It's like every pizza is a personal pizza if you just believe.
I don't even know what that means.
You can order a large and say it's a personal sized pizza if you just believe in yourself to eat it all. All right,
Nice job.
Look at me learning how to cook on live television. My mom's going to be so proud.
She is going to be so proud. You have to make these for your brothers when you go to Utah.
I know. Well, they're such picky eaters, though. They'll
love this.
Every morning, they're like, Mom, we just want eggy burritos. And that's all they eat, literally. It's everything. That, pizza, and cheeseburgers.
Yeah. It's a good combination.
Yeah.
So see, we get away from a lot of the high fructose syrup by doing it this way. But still, you know, something that's good. And again, for kids that are picky eaters, this is something fun, something different. I've seen people we could do it like we talked about, these were hamburger patties. If you wanted to grill up, and I know that you don't need sausage except for maybe a turkey or a vegetarian sausage, you could almost make your own sandwich with the French toast, put sausage and another piece of French toast, and you're good to go.
Yum.
So again, a lot of different variations, and it's fun. Just be creative in the kitchen, do stuff that you like.
I feel like we should try it.
Do you want to try one?
I do. I'm very interested in how this honey butter tastes as syrup. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That turned out great.
Your honey is so unique because it's still kind of chunky from being so fresh from the hive that it gives it that like crystallized sugar crunch.
Yeah, and also in my honey too, since I don't really strain a lot of it out, there's still a little bit of comb, still a little bit of the actual honeycomb itself in there, so there's a little added texture.
But
it's good for you.
Amazing. All right, well, I think we should take a short break, and then when we come back from the break, you're going to be talking to one of the school board candidates, and I'm going to sit here and eat. It's going to be great.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, everyone. We're super excited about something that we're bringing you, Eric. TV8's got some new stuff happening.
It's amazing stuff, Maddie. Did you know that Eagle County has totally lacked any good high school sports coverage, essentially for the existence of the county? You've had great newspaper write-ups, but you haven't had any good film content, and that's where the scoreboard comes into play. I will be at as many games as I possibly can throughout Eagle County. I'm going to be giving you Sports Center style highlights for these games and exclusive athlete interviews, and you get this lovely host coming on, talking about sports as well. You really can't beat it. It's the scoreboard. It premieres every Monday night at 6 p.m. and then on YouTube at 6 p.m. the following day. And you can always check us out at thescoreboardnation.com. You know what, Maddie? If you can't catch the score, you can always catch the scoreboard.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
Today, it's an absolute honor to be speaking with Jade Roper, busy mom of 3, Bachelor alum. We are going to be discussing everything there is to know about how she is balancing things as a busy mom of 3 and also preparing family meals and much more. Jade, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Yeah, I have 3 kids under 4 now, all thanks to the Bachelor franchise, which is crazy, but my life is crazy. It's sometimes chaos. I have littles running around everywhere, and time seems to fly by through the day, and sometimes it's stressful to be like, what am I making for dinner? And that's where my mom hack comes in, and it's cutting out all the meal planning and the meal prepping and just taking a little bit off your plate so it's a little less stressful for us moms. And one way I love to do that is with Del Monte's Veggieful products. They have their rice, cauliflower, and broccoli, their pocket pies, and their veggie bowls. So all of these are designed to give us back some of that time so we can invest it back into our family or back into ourselves.
Which is so important. What about making school lunches? Any advice on making them easier to prepare? And do you have any go-to pantry staples?
Yeah, I mean, as a mom, we want to make sure that our kids are getting nutritious lunches, but we don't always have the time in the morning to prepare this big lunch. So one of the things I like to rely on are the Del Monte Veggieful bowls because they're packed with quinoa, which is a superfood, and full of veggies. So they're getting their protein, all of their veggies. It's super healthy and nutritious. And you can serve it hot or cold. So you can just throw it in your kids' lunch. It even comes with this cute little spork, so they have their utensil, and it's just a great way to make sure that they're eating something healthy that they also will love.
And do you have any other tips for us with dinner or with anything else as we try to balance our busy days?
Yeah, I mean, for me, sometimes if I need something quick and my kids are busy in the evenings, I love to grab the pocket pies. They actually have a cauliflower crust. So you don't even know that you're eating something that's already healthy right there. And even my husband doesn't even know. I serve these all the time. I love to cut them up for football and serve them as a snack. But for me, if I'm needing something and have other things to do, I got bath time, I got bedtimes, this is something I can throw in the microwave and know that I'm also taking care of myself.
And Jade, I've actually been following you on social media since you were on The Bachelor, and one reason I still follow you is I love how honest you are about motherhood and your life, and how do you tap into that vulnerability so well?
Yeah, you know, I feel like as a mom myself, I feel all the pressure that society puts on us to be like the mom that can do it all, right? And there is no such thing as that mom. Like, we're all just humans trying the best. And so I love sharing that side because I hope our audience who sees the highlight reel on Instagram can relate to it, because it's honestly like things that I feel myself. So I just love to share that side because it is real life, you know?
Well, I know I appreciate how real you are on social media, and it helps many other moms feel less alone when they're struggling, to be honest.
Yeah, no, and that's my goal, so that means so much to me.
Where can we get more information about everything you've talked about today, these great recipes and tips, and also follow along with you and everything you're doing as a busy mom of 3?
Thank you. Yes, everyone can go to delmonte.com/Veggieful to find all these products and more information. You can also find the riced veggies and the pocket pies in your freezer aisle of your grocery store, and then the bowls are in your pantry aisle. So anyone who wants to check those out should definitely go and do that. And then if anybody wants to anything else find out what I'm doing, I have my podcast with my friend Carly from the show called Mommy's Tell All. So you guys can also listen to all of our silly mom stories.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Jade. It's been so much fun talking with you today. I love all these great ideas to help make life easier in the kitchen and also healthy. And I highly encourage everyone to follow you on social media and listen to your podcast. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good morning, Vail.
With its world-famous sandy beaches, stunning postcard views, and a laid-back beach town vibe, welcome to San Diego. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. Escape today to Whitefield Vistas in La Jolla. Originally built in 1928, this recently remodeled estate maintains its quaint classic feel while impressing with its rustic modern charm and bright decor.
I'm here with Sarah with Toddlers Travels. Tell us a little bit about what services you provide.
We're a full-service baby and beach equipment rental company for travelling families coming to San Diego, so you can travel hassle-free with young children.
Book now through our concierge services page on opulentvacations.com.
Renowned master architect Russell Forrester designed the living room and downstairs suite, as well as the expansive decks, surrounded by tropical gardens with an ocean view. This home is perfect for your next luxury vacation. Thanks for watching The Opulent Minute.
Book now at opulentvacations.com.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale. And in many of the houses, we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am lucky enough to be sitting here with Susan Cunningham, who is running for the Eagle County School Board. So we got our signage here, Susan.
Yes.
And we've got voters that want to vote on things. So tell us what you're running for and running on and the differences that you want to make.
Sure. So my story is a little bit different than the rest of the candidates. I am running for District G, and I am a Cherry Creek School District parent refugee. I have 3 sons, aged 25, 24, and 21. And I have witnessed the systematic degradation of our academic system over the past 10 years. Mm-hmm. My 2 oldest completed the International Baccalaureate program. However, by the time my youngest started the program, the educational environment had changed. It had become highly political and detrimental to the student's success. So the more I advocated for my son, the bigger the target grew on his back, which created a lot of anxiety and academic decline. The more I appealed to the principals, the superintendent, teachers, faculty, staff, many who had their wrists tied, it just all fell on deaf ears. Finally, I realized I can't change City Hall. This problem was so much bigger than us. So we decided to move here to Eagle County.
Well, good.
Yes, and we found a much more compassionate and inclusive environment. However, unfortunately, I am now witnessing the same surge of academic assault on our beloved county, and that's why I'm here. I'm here armed for action. I have experience in public school sector, private school sector, in multiple different types of curriculum, from International Baccalaureate to AP to concurrent enrollment to Common Core, and yes, equity grading practices. And I know what it's like to talk and not be heard, or more like be heard, but just ignored. Right. And I vow to work with our community and giving our community a voice of involvement in our students' success. So what I've been doing is I'm analyzing processes, and I'm learning how decisions are made here in our district so that we can affect change for everyone, regardless of your skin color, your creed, your age, your gender, your political affiliation, or family background. I believe equity belongs to everyone. I'm also putting a spotlight on a crisis that we have going on right now that not a lot of people are talking about. And I don't understand why that is. However, nearly 2/3 of our third graders are not proficient in third grade reading. And nearly 2/3 of our eighth graders are not proficient in eighth grade math. That's huge. And these numbers, by the way, they come from the 2019 Colorado Measures of Academic Standards. So this is pre-COVID. COVID had nothing to do with this.
So where do you think the breakdown is? Is it in the teachers having the tools that they need in the classroom? Do you think it's just a bad curriculum altogether? Where do you think this problem is coming from?
I think it's focus on what we are focusing on. The educational industry tends to look at what they do versus the outcomes that they produce. And maybe we're guilty of that right now. We have a big focus on equity and multi-tiered support systems and wellness, they're fantastic programs, but we've lost sight of our number one statutory responsibility as a board, which is academic outcomes. We've lost sight of that. Our high school graduation rate is 84.8%, and that's been pretty stagnant over the past 4 years. It hasn't increased. We can do better. We are a county that is rich in resources. We live in an amazing environment. We have outstanding facilities. And yes, we do have outstanding teachers. I see a way out of this, okay? Because I don't believe in problems. I believe in situations. And every situation has a solution. And I have a 4-pronged solution plan along with 3 constructs. Would you like to hear it?
I would love to hear it.
So first, we need to employ SMART goals across the board. Strategic, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals. Secondly, we need to provide extraordinary pay to extraordinary teachers. And if teachers are struggling, then give them extraordinary training. Third, we need to focus on reading, writing, and math. We need to rebuild that foundation. Okay, so,
those are your SMART goals.
SMART goals.
Getting back to the core.
Getting back to the core, and encouraging teachers with extraordinary outcomes with extraordinary pay. And we can do this within a particular social construct. We need to engage our students and let them know there's room for improvement for everybody, no matter what your level. No matter where your proficiency level is, there's always room for improvement. And everybody has the room and the ability to prove. And it needs to be our commitment to make sure we get them there.
Right.
And students need to feel comfortable that they can have discourse in the classroom, exchanging ideas without the personal, political, and social opinions of the teacher.
I like that. You're
Thanks.
very, very passionate about what you do. And I know when we were talking before you went into your 4-prong approach that you were kind of getting towards those core things we need to get back to, because the reading, writing, and arithmetic are things that maybe have fallen off, and that's where you're seeing those deficiencies in the scores that are coming through for our kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't believe in problems. I just believe in situations, and every situation has a solution, and we should not make the solution a problem. Right. And it's within our capability to do this. Like I said, we have a very strong environment. We have parents who want to be engaged, which we need to capitalize on this. COVID, if there's any silver lining with COVID, it was the fact that parents are now becoming aware. They saw what their kids were doing in school or what they weren't doing. They saw if their kids were achieving or not achieving, and they now want to be more involved. We need to springboard off of this. Right. And there's different ways that we can do that we can capitalize on parent engagement. I think we could improve upon Power School. Power School is the online accountability platform. So we can provide better parent-teacher interaction on Power School. We can engage parents by giving them access to the classroom.
Yeah.
Give them access and at the same time have the parents provide a service. So it's a give and take. Parents are paying a lot of money, taxpayer money. They should be able to see what their money is producing.
Yeah. And everybody, I think the community in general, and talking to people in the community, it's the same thing. They want to make sure that they've got everything that they're paying for is going to a good source. And it sounds like you're very passionate, obviously, like I said, about what you do, and your four-pronged approach seems spot on as far as being very tactful on getting in and initiating it. So we're excited to see what happens. We're excited for the election to take place and get some good people in those seats.
Yes.
And I cannot thank you enough for coming in today and sharing all your information and where you're headed. Are you going to be anywhere else soon?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I've been so busy, so I don't know if you've noticed, my signs are everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I dropped them at the beginning, at the first date that I could legally put the signs out, and they're throughout the entire valley.
Good.
I've been canvassing, and tonight I'm doing a podcast. And I've been doing a lot of meet and greets, and I love the meet and greets, but I like canvassing the best.
Okay. Well, get out there, Susan. Keep campaigning, and we'll see what happens with that election as it comes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, we'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, hello, friends. Eric Sundblad here from the Scoreboard. If you're looking for the best place to catch all the updates on your Eagle County sports, well, that's right here on TV8 on the Scoreboard or thescoreboardnation.com. We're bringing you the Battle Mountain Huskies, Eagle Valley Devils, Vail Mountain School Gore Rangers, and your Vail Yeti hockey team, plus plenty more here on the Scoreboard.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Oh my gosh, that show flew by too.
It did fly by. Well, when we're in the kitchen, things start going so fast that you lose track of time.
You just lose track
Yeah.
of time. Where does it all go?
I don't know, but then I got to talk to Susan, who's very passionate about what she's running on platform. Very tactful four-prong approach to what she wants to change and what she wants to see. So it's always interesting to get candidates in here, get their perspective on things, and listen to some of the experiences that they've had in the community or their kids have had in the school system. So it makes us better at what we do.
I know, it's very interesting, and it's really cool to learn, especially as someone who doesn't have a child. I'm always very intrigued to hear these things, as I'm like, wow, if I ever brought a kid into the world, this is the stuff that I would have to focus my energy on, and there's just so much of it.
Well, it's the things that really, really matter, because at the end of the day, our children are going to be the ones that really carry on the traditions and carry on the things that we need done. So that good foundation built on, what they're learning is very, very important.
Oh, look at this special guest.
We have a special guest in the studio.
A celebrity appearance this morning.
Hello, Jeff
Dad.
Evans.
Look at this. A nice surprise.
So are you just wrapping up?
Yeah, we're just finishing up. We had some nice French toast this morning.
Nice jacket.
Yeah, you like that.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Well, welcome back to the Valley. Good to have you.
We're doing great things here on Good Morning Vail. Thanks for coming, Dad.
Cool. Good to be seen again.
It's
on
great
TV8.
On TV8. Yeah. He used to make the most frequent appearances on TV8
He's
ever.
got the record, I think, still.
Yeah, he's got the record. We're all out of time for today. Happy Friday, everyone. Get out there, enjoy that new snowfall that we have and those warmer temperatures that we're expecting to see over the weekend.
Coming up right now, a couple shuns their wedding by sending out a different type of announcement to family and friends.
Also coming up,